We are now back in session. So if there's no objection from the members, due to my acceptance to be your new speaker, I hereby designate Senator Tamisha Sablan to act as floor leader pro tem for today's session. At this time, the chair recognizes the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you, Madam Speaker. We have two journals on today's agenda, Youth Congress Journal 1808 and 1809, which are the journals from our second special session on July 8 and our last regular session held on July 16. At this time, I would like to make a motion for their adoption.
Thank you, floor leader. It has been moved and seconded that Youth Congress Journals 1808 and 1809 be adopted. Discussion on the motion. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Youth Congress Journals 1808 and 1809 are hereby adopted. We move to item 3, public comments. The floor is now open for any member of the public seated in the gallery to offer comments on today's agenda. Please limit your statements to 5 minutes, and as a reminder, anything stated within your testimony not relating to today's agenda will be struck from the record. The floor is now open for public comments. If there are none, public comments are hereby closed. And with none under item 4, we now move to item 5, introduction of resolutions. At this time, on behalf of Senator Manglonia as co-sponsor for our former colleague, Senator Easton de la Cruz, I offer Youth Congress Resolution 1810, commending Mr. Joshua Atelig for making the top 10 in the qualifying round of the American Junior Golfing Association's Junior Golf Tournament held from July 18 to 21 in Marysville, California. This is the last legislation Senator de la Cruz worked on, pre-filing it prior to resigning 2 months ago. So, on behalf of his co sponsor, Senator Manglonia, I bring this to the floor for introduction, and without objection from the members, I would like to place it, and without objection from the members, I recognize the floor leader to place it on today's calendar for adoption as a committee of the whole. At this time, I would like to call a recess.
Mic check, mic check. There you go.
Mic check.
Okay.
Mic check.
Don't be shy to pull the mic. Yeah. you can move the mic. So get closer to it because the closer
Check.
the clearer.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. and
Check.
go-
But even when you say I.
I.
Don't say
Mic check.
I.
Is it loud enough? Oh my gosh, it is. Zen.
When the speaker
Congress Resolution 1811, commemorating the 70th anniversary of Mount Carmel School. And apologies, there should be a correction under item C. Youth Congress Commemorative Resolution 1809 should be Youth Congress Commemorative Resolution 1808, conveying the 18th CNMI Youth Congress's condolences to the family of the late Honorable Vicky Jean Castro, member of the 10th CNMI Youth Congress and former clerk of the Youth Congress. Both introduced by myself, and at this time, I would like to recognize the floor leader for the proper motion.
Madam Speaker, I move to place YC Resolutions 1810 and 1811 along with YC Com Resolution 1808 on today's resolution calendar for action. So moved, Madam Speaker.
It has been moved and seconded that this morning's introduced resolutions be placed on today's resolution calendar for action. Discussion on the motion.
Ready.
All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. With nothing under items 6 to 14, we move to our resolution calendar. With that, the chair recognizes the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. There are 3 items under today's resolution calendar. The first being Youth Congress Resolution 1810, commending Mr. Joshua Atalik for making the top 10 in the qualifying round of the American Junior Golfing Association Junior Golf Tournament held from July 18 to the 21st in Marysville, California. I move for its adoption.
I second.
A motion is offered to adopt Youth Congress Resolution 1810, and it has been seconded. Discussion? If none, clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Palacios,
Yes.
Senator Sablan,
Yes.
Senator Tomacani,
Yes.
Madam Speaker.
Yes.
Madam Speaker, 4 members voted yes, 1 member is absent.
Thank you, clerk. With 4 members voting yes, Youth Congress Resolution 1810 is hereby adopted. Floor leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Our next item is YC Resolution 1811, commemorating the 70th anniversary of Mount Carmel. I move for its adoption.
I second.
A motion is offered to adopt Youth Congress Resolution 1811, and it has been seconded. Discussion? If none, clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Palacios,
Yes.
Senator Sablan,
Yes.
Senator Tomacani,
Yes.
Madam Speaker.
Yes.
Madam Speaker, 4 members voted yes, 1 member is absent.
Thank you, clerk. With 4 members voting yes, Youth Congress Resolution 1811 is hereby adopted. I recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Finally, our next item is YC Com Resolution 1809, commemorating the 1808, commemorating the 70th anniversary of Mount Carmel School. I move for its adoption.
At this time, I would like to call recess.
Are we ready to commemorate?
Sorry, that was my fault.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Finally, our next item is YC Com Resolution 1808, conveying the 18th CNMI Youth Congress condolences to the family of the late Honorable Vicky Jean Castro, member of the 10th CNMI Youth Congress and former clerk of the Youth Congress. I move for its adoption.
I second.
A motion is offered to adopt Youth Congress Commemorative Resolution 1808, and it has been seconded. Discussion?
Ready.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Palacios,
Yes.
Senator Sablan,
Yes.
Senator Tomacani,
Yes.
Madam Speaker.
Yes.
Madam Speaker, 4 members voted yes, 1 member is absent.
Thank you, Clerk. With 4 members voting yes, Youth Congress Commemorative Resolution 1808 is hereby adopted. I recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. With nothing further on the resolution calendar and no bills on our bill calendar, all legislation for today's session has been taken care of.
Thank you, floor leader. With that, we move on to item 17, miscellaneous business. If we have nothing under miscellaneous, we move down to announcements. Are there any announcements from the members?
No.
No.
If none,
None.
I do want to place on the record that our next regular session is scheduled for November 19 here in the House Chamber. I would like to ask the members if you should have any legislation to be introduced or pre-filed to please turn them into the clerk no later than 2 weeks prior to session. And if there are no further announcements, we move down to item 18. At this time, the chair recognizes the floor leader for the proper motion.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. At this time, I make a motion to adjourn this session subject to call off the chair.
I second.
It has been moved and seconded to adjourn this session subject to the call of the speaker.
Ready.
All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. The ayes have it. The 9th regular session of the 18th CNMI Youth Congress is hereby adjourned. Thank you, colleagues.